Listen closely, because everything about what's been holding you back, what's been missing from your deals, your partnerships, your vision, that all ends now. Imagine this. You're reaching out to family offices, the most selective, the hardest to crack, those elusive powerhouse players with money and influence beyond most people's dreams. You pitch, you wait, and then silence. Nothing. Crickets. The deafening sound of rejection or worse, being ignored. Why? What's missing? What is it that makes family offices look at some founders or investors and zero in instantly, as if spotting gold beneath dirt, while others get tossed aside like yesterday's news? This isn't about luck. It's not about having the biggest network or a glittery resume. This is about signals. Raw, unmistakable signals that cut through the noise and make family offices want you. Signals that say, this person isn't just here to play, they're here to transcend. And these signals, they aren't obvious. If you think flashing numbers, titles, or buzzwords will do it, you're dead wrong. Family offices see thousands of deals every year. They're not interested in the usual. They crave what lies beneath. The fire, the raw energy, the courage to be different, the refusal to settle. Here's the brutal, raw truth no one tells you. Family offices don't invest in comfortable. They don't invest in the safe. They invest in the exceptional because they know that to disrupt the system, to break free from the illusions of safety, you have to be exceptional. You have to burn with an intensity that scares the timid and shakes the ground beneath the status quo. So if your pitch feels like it's following a script, if you're just ticking boxes and trying to sound like everyone else, that's already a signal they see and reject. They don't want echo chambers. They want revolution. Real revolution starts not with grand speeches, but with unshakable confidence rooted in who you are and what you refuse to compromise. Imagine this world, the one family offices are scanning, filled with clones playing it safe, stuck in bureaucracy, drowning in mediocrity. You're not here to be another fish in that sea. You're the shark. The rare breed that doesn't swim with the current but carves new paths with relentless hunger. That hunger? It's your power signal. When you approach a family office, they don't just want to see what you do, they want to feel why you do it with a fire that can't be put out. This is a frequency they pick up on instantly. It's magnetic. It cuts through doubt and hesitation. It makes them want to back you because they know you won't settle for their money and disappear into the background. You'll transform it, bend it, use it to topple old walls and build the future they dream about, but can't reach. Now don't be fooled thinking family offices are all about flashy exits or quick returns. They're playing the long game, the eternal game. And they want partners who think the same. When they hear a founder or investor talk about just chasing the next deal, they tune out. But when you come with a mindset of legacy, a vision that stretches beyond quarters and headlines, a conviction that you're building something that lasts, that changes the rules, that redefines what success even means, that is a signal that instantly turns on their attention radar. It's rare because most people are trapped in the now, scared to think beyond what's immediately profitable or trendy. You, if you grasp this, can become their rare gem. The signal that promises not just returns, but rebirth. But remember, to be that signal, you must be utterly ruthless with your own clarity. No fluff. No vague ideas about changing the world. Real change is brutal. It demands shedding illusions and embracing what feels uncomfortable. Family offices are instinctively drawn to those who can expose their own vulnerabilities, who throw out the worn-out scripts and show raw, unfiltered truth about their ambitions, their failures, their humanity. Because authenticity isn't just a word here, it's a weapon. They know many founders think they're authentic, but that's usually just another mask. When they sense real clarity coupled with fierce self-awareness, that is a signal that stops them mid-scroll and makes their minds say, this is someone worth knowing. Here's the next secret. Family offices are not looking for crowds. They are not interested in mass appeal or popular opinions. They hunger for the few, the rebels, the outliers. The voices that disrupt consensus and say, I don't care if you don't get me. I'm building what I believe in anyway. When you show that you are selective about who you partner with, that you fiercely protect your vision and values, that you refuse to dilute your purpose for convenience or conformity, that is a signal of rare sovereignty. Family offices love that. They want you to be sovereign because it means you lead with strength, not with desperation. Sovereignty is your invisible form of currency that draws them in faster than any pitch deck ever could. And let's talk about connection because most people miss this entirely. Family offices are experts at sensing energy in networks, not just single players, but the ecosystems they build. If you are isolated, you're invisible. But if you are already weaving a network of brilliance around you, even if it's small, family offices perceive this instantly. They want access to a constellation of rare minds and makers more than another solo act. If you come in only with me, you will be shut down. But if you can speak about your allies, your collaborators, your fiercely complementary forces that make you stronger, that is a magnetic signal. It says you are already operating beyond ego, beyond competition, beyond scarcity. You are part of something greater that no traditional investor can match. There's another thing that kills attention quicker than anything else: desperation or impatience. Family offices often play the long game because they know great revolutions take time. They are suspicious of those who want to sprint but have no plan for endurance. Showing patience, the willingness to endure the setbacks, to stay the course while others fall away. That is a signal of hidden power. A power that says you will build steadily, thoughtfully, infinitely. If you can communicate your endurance mindset without sounding tired or defeated, you become irresistible. Most crucially, family offices want to see that you do not fit their comfort zones, but that you also affirm their own highest ideals without needing to be told. They want to partner with people who see the illusions around us, the shallow systems, the freedom that is actually confinement, the rules that trap creativity. They want founders and investors who are quietly, fiercely rebelling, not through loud protests, but through uncompromising excellence and newly forged realities. When your story and vision resonate with this kind of rebellion, even subtly, it's like turning on a beacon they didn't realize they were looking for. It's the signal that says, I am not your usual bet. I am your next transformation. So, if you want to attract family offices like a moth to flame, but in a way that they respect, invest in, and champion, you must build your story and your presence around these primal signals. Unapologetic passion that scares comfort. Transparency that cuts through illusion. Sovereignty that refuses to bend. Networks that multiply strength. Patience that outlasts the noise. And a quiet rebellion that unites difference into unstoppable power. These signals work together. They're not separate. Missing even one dilutes everything else. Final thought. Family offices don't just back companies or ideas. They back people who show they are already becoming what the world needs but hasn't met yet. People who refuse to live borrowed lives and instead craft new realities. If you can live and breathe that frequency, if you can make that frequency your signal, you will no longer be ignored. Your story will become the magnet, and family offices will want to be part of your journey. Not because you asked, but because they feel they cannot afford not to. This is the world you step into. Not the one handed down by rules and comfort, but the raw, fierce, and glorious world made by those who refuse to wait, refuse to blend in, and refuse to be quiet. Show that world in your every word. Ignite that signal in every conversation. Because family offices don't just back ideas, they back the future. The question is, are you going to be that future, or just another forgotten name?